I say good morning. It's good morning. I'm not sure what time you're getting to see this. So good day. It is good to see everybody. I have been on cloud nine today. And let me tell you why. Because this is the first time that all the staff has come back together and we're socially distancing the best we can. But all the staff's here today. And listen, our staff, that's not just a group that works together and serves together. We're some of the best friends ever, and it has been great to be able to get back together. Hey, I want you to know how much I love you. I wanted to put out a video today to kind of just tell you how we're going to ease back in to opening the church back up and things like this. Now, the very first question that every one of you are going to ask is, when does this take place? Well, I can't tell you that for definite. Everything that I'm hearing is that on the 15th of this month, that they're probably going to release the band that they've had on churches meeting together. If that's the case, then we will meet together for the first time on the 17th. We're not gonna wait. So I'm letting you know a couple of weeks in advance. Now, let me tell you how we're going to do that. A couple of weeks ago, we took all the chairs out of the sanctuary, cleaned all the carpets, made them. We sanitized everything. It is as spotless as it can be. Johnny Evans has done, it has amazed me. He's been here every day working as hard as anybody I've ever seen. He does such a good time. He and I have worked together through this, and we've had a ball. We've cut up together, but everything is clean. So what we did is when we put the chairs back in, we decided to only put half the chairs back in the sanctuary. So what we've got is every other row is in and every other row is out. So when you come in, you're going to be able to sit with your family, and there will not be anybody right behind you. We're going to ask you to keep a couple of seats between you and the next family, so there's nobody right beside you. And so we're able to do that. Now, what you're saying is, well, that limits how many we can have. Because of that, we're going to have two services. When we start back, we're going to have an 8:30 service. The 8:30 service, we are gearing toward, both services will be identical as far as the sermon and as far as the music and everything, but we're trying to ask all of our senior adults, especially our Jolly Elders, to make sure that you come to that 8:30 service. Now, that's not saying that others can't come to that. You're welcome to, but we want our senior adults to be able to come to that, because everything will be completely sanitized when you come in. You'll be able to sit separated and things like that. And it'll be a safe and it'll be a comfortable environment for you to be able to be in. Now, we're going to also have a 10 o'clock service. At the 10 o'clock service, that's the only time we're going to offer childcare, okay? So we won't have childcare the early service. We will have it for that second service. And so we're asking, especially our young adults, if you've got small children, you want to come for that, we will have childcare available at that 10 o'clock service. Now, here's what I need. Between 9:30 and 10, 9:30 when the first service ends, 10 o'clock when the next service starts, I need 10 people. 10 people that are going to commit that, first of all, you're going to be here for the 8:30 service. But here's what we're going to do. After the service is over, everybody goes out. We're going to have some cleaning things available. We're going to have some sprayers available that have disinfectants in that. And Johnny's going to help us lead this. And we're going to go through, and I need 10 of you. We're going to clean all the seats. We're going to spray them down. We're going to spray the doors, spray the handles. We're going to clean the bathrooms. We're going to do all of that so that when the 10 o'clock crew comes in, that it's already sanitized and we're ready. Now, I only got 30 minutes to do it. So I need 10 of us, 10 people. If you're willing to do that, call the church office, 205-640-5328. Let us know that you'd be willing to serve on that. We will get you. Listen, if we get more than 10, praise God, okay? But I need a minimum of 10 people to be able to do that, okay? So we're going to have two services. We're all separated. We're going to probably do that for at least a couple of weeks, probably even more than that, but at least a couple of weeks after everything opens back up. We will not be having Wednesday night services and Sunday school during that time. And Hunter's going to tell you more about that in a few minutes. But just so you know, we're just going to have those services. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about is giving. We're not going to be, when we are together, we're not going to be doing the handshakes, the hugs. When you come into the service, doors are going to be open. When you leave the services, doors are going to be open. You're not going to have to touch door handles and things like that. And so as you come and as you go, it's going to be safe for you. Now, giving wise, we're not going to be taking up offering like we used to. Through this time, many of you have been asking, how has our giving been through this very difficult time? Well, can I tell you something? First Baptist Church of Moody, you guys have been absolutely incredible with our giving. Right now, from the January to today, we have taken in $45,000 more than we have spent. In other words, God has been blessing through you guys. We haven't seen a lax in our tithes and offerings, and that is just amazing to me. In fact, we're already meeting budget. So when we get back to going, we're going to do the same thing. Now, I will have a couple of ushers at the doors. So when you're going out, if you prefer to put your offering there in the plate, you just go by, stick that in. That's fine. Many of you have been taking advantage of our e-giving from our online. You can go to FBCMoody.org and see all of that. Many of you have been taking advantage of that. You can continue to do so there. Many of you have been sending or mailing your tithes and offerings to the church. We're getting those, and we put that. You're welcome to continue to do that. Some of you like to come by and hand that to us. We're going to talk to you, and Hunter's going to share with you in a few minutes how you can still do that. So there's so many ways that you can do everything. Last thing I want to leave you with, and then you're going to get to hear from some of the other staff, is this. When all of this started, the question that hit my mind and so many others was, how are we going to navigate through this? We had never broadcast live. Listen, I told y'all, I got a face for radio, not for TV. I'd never been filmed doing all of this. I sat down and counted this morning the number of videos that I put out there. Bless y'all's heart to have to see this space so many times. But I want you to know that we've got a crew. Chuck, Ken Barnwell, Susan, Max Sessions, Willie Mize, so many that have come together. And what you guys just get to see live, there's been a lot that's been put into getting that together. Well, here's the other thing we noticed. On a typical Sunday morning, we may have a couple of 100, 250, 3, whatever, that are able to come to our service, that are in the sanctuary. Well, each Sunday when we've broadcast live, we've been looking at how many people have viewed our videos. And we're up to like 1,500 people that's just viewed it. Now, that's 1,500 homes. Inside those homes, for instance, at my house, when that's opened up, well, that's my wife, that's my 2 children, and so we've had the opportunity to literally reach out to multiple thousands of people. We've had people saved through this. I had a guy that contacted me via Facebook Messenger, was able to lead him to the Lord. Michaela led one of our students with their parents, led one of our kids to the Lord. Hunter has led one of our students to the Lord. There's been people saved through this. And so what we've decided is this. If you don't feel comfortable coming back right now, we respect that. And we're not going to stop having Facebook Live. In fact, when all of this quarantine business is done, we're still going to do that. You know why? Because we're realizing that we're able to get the gospel so much further than we ever thought we could. We've had people from other states. We've literally had some people from other countries who have been watching our services and making comments and sending us messages. So we're going to continue to do so. So if you feel more comfortable with that, Facebook Live it. You'll be able to do that until you feel comfortable being able to come back. All right. I've taken up almost 10 minutes. I want to end by saying this. I love you. I do. I wrote an article this morning, and the thing that I look forward to the most is being able to see your smiling faces back. I really do. And I'm praying that this happens very soon. We will keep you updated. We'll keep you updated with exact dates that we're going to be able to do all of this. But until that happens, can I remind you, not only do we as a staff love you, but God loves you with an everlasting love. I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for navigating a difficult time with us. And to God be all the glory that's been taking place.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to update you on the choir and the Easter musical. First off, with the choir, I have missed you all very much, and I can't wait till we can come back together and sing together and just see each other in fellowship. We will start choir back as soon as we start back Sunday school and other church activities. So as of right now, I don't know when that's going to be, but we will definitely announce that before we start back, and we'll give you some notice. So be looking and listening, and I hope to see you all back very soon. As for the Easter musical, we have decided to push that back until next year. I just want to thank everyone who's worked so hard already, especially those who built the set, Larry and Max and everyone else who helped them build the set. I can't thank you enough, and that work will not go to waste. We are still going to use everything. We're just going to wait until next year. So everyone who volunteered to be in the drama, to sing, to do lighting and sound and everything else, we still need you. So we're just going to do it next year. So don't forget all the stuff you've learned. We will practice again next year, and it'll be great. So I love you all, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Hey church family, I want to go over just a few things about our Sunday school plan with you. We are trying to take every single precaution that we can, so we're going to do this very slowly. And
Hands.
speaking of precaution, we'll go ahead. All right, man. My hands are clean. Whew, thank you. Lysol can double as hairspray as well. But regarding our Sunday school activities, what we just want to let you know is that our plan as of now is whenever we're able to come back together corporately, our initial goal, so that we can kind of phase this in. Man, I'm tasting the Lysol. Our initial goal is once we meet together corporately in the sanctuary, we're going to try to give it an additional 2 weeks before we begin to phase in with our Sunday school classes. So what that means is if your Sunday school is currently doing a virtual meeting through Zoom or some type of video, we're going to continue doing that, like I said, until we start meeting together corporately, and then we'll give it 2 weeks after that. So with that, for our youth ministry, just a few quick updates. We do plan to continue going on our beach trip June 12th through the 15th to Laguna Beach in Panama City, Florida. So that is still on. I've been in talks with them down there at Laguna Beach, and they're doing everything that they can, and they've assured me that it will be safe, as well as they will be in full compliance with whatever Florida regulations they have. So more information to come about that, but everything is looking good for our trip. But as far as our youth services, on Wednesday nights, as of now, we are still going to kind of in this phase-in process. We're not going to have our normal Wednesday night services as far as us gathering corporately, but for our student ministry, we are making a change towards a live service at 6:30 p.m. So that's our normal time. Try to get everybody back in the swing of attending church at 6:30. So tune in on our Facebook and Instagram. We'll have Seth this Wednesday leading music for us. I know we've all missed that for a while now, so he's going to be back in leading worship. I'm going to continue our series through Matthew, 6:30 p.m. live, so please be on the lookout for that. As soon as we're able to meet together, I promise you we will. Steph and I already have many different plans, different movie nights already scheduled. We've got all sorts of things that we want to do as soon as we can get back together. And then finally, for the youth ministry side, May 17th, Sunday, May 17th, is our senior recognition service. So we're praying that will be we don't know yet for sure, but we're hoping that that'll actually be the first Sunday, perhaps, that we can be together. And so more information will come about the senior service, but what you need to know, seniors, is that we want you to be here that morning in your cap and gown, May 17th. If we have to do it live, we're still going to have your video. We're still going to have you physically walk across the stage so that you can be recognized. We want our community and your families and our church family to be able to celebrate you and the accomplishments that you've made. So that will take place at our 10 o'clock service on May 17th. So please plan on that, seniors. So I'm really excited about that. And so also we may even, in addition, like I said, I know this is a lot of information, but we also might have a drive-by service for our seniors. What I mean by that is after the service, we would love for our church family to drive by with our seniors may be posted up on the youth steps, and our church family could drop by and wave at them and send your congratulations and that kind of thing. So anyways, that's the youth ministry announcements. Quickly, I want to just quickly tell you about our policy right now for the office. Our office hours as of today are Monday through Wednesday, 8 to 5. So that's what we're currently doing. As soon as we're able to meet corporately, then for our Sunday service, then our office hours will be extended to normal hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So we just want to make you aware of that. If you need to come by the church office, we have this new Ring doorbell, which is really neat. It's a neat kind of addition that we've gotten over the last few weeks. But please ring that. We'll have video access to you to where we can see you and let you in. And so we're trying to do everything as safe as we can. Leah will be there. She's got the window, so you can just kind of address her through the window. But please feel free to utilize that. And other than that, we love you very much. We can't wait to see you all, and I hope you have a blessed week.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to find out how First Baptist Moody plans to reopen our facilities. I'm going to cover our preschool and children's department. To begin with, I want to remind you that we'll only have childcare during the 10 o'clock service hour. Our Sunday school teachers for the preschool have been gracious to attend the 8:30 service so that they can teach your kids during the 10 o'clock hour. That will keep a consistent teacher and be familiar faces as we reintroduce coming to church to our children. Your check-off and drop-off points will be the same for both children's church and preschool, and pickup may be a little bit different as we may bring your child to you just to cut down on traffic in the hall, but otherwise everything will be very similar to what you already are used to. The one thing I do want to remind you is that these toddlers are going to be thrilled to see one another, and keeping them at a 6-foot distance is just probably not going to be feasible. If you are not comfortable with your child being that close to another child, I would like to encourage you to continue to watch our online services until you do reach that point. We miss you and we want you here terribly, but we also understand that, you have to feel secure about what's going on with your kids. As far as children's church, 1st through 6th grade are available to attend. It will be drop off in our children's room upstairs the same way as normal. I'll be teaching that, so I am so excited to see that. I do have my Sunday school teachers from children's department who are volunteering to help attend with me and teach with me, so I'm looking forward to seeing them too. I know they're looking forward to seeing their kids. As far as summer activities, I passed out a schedule earlier this year, so there are going to be some changes on that. I want to tell you that I'm very disappointed, but we feel like it's in the best interest to cancel Vacation Bible School this year. The things that we have already purchased for that we will use next year, and we'll just be that much further ahead of the game. So if you were planning to volunteer for VBS, know that I love you and I will still need you next year. As far as children's camp, that will be at Marshall Baptist Retreat Center. That's going to be in Gunnersville. It's closer to home this year. We have rented the whole facility, so the only church that will be there will be us. And if your child wants to attend, it's $100. We are already filling up, and I'm super excited about that. So go ahead and get them signed up. There's a link on our page, or you can text me if you have any questions or call the church office. As far as seeing you guys, we sure miss you. Our whole church has just been amazing during this time. I appreciate that the parents who have allowed their kids to watch our live services. My children's church live has been, you've been wonderful and faithful to attend, and I so appreciate it. And I'm so glad I've had a way to interact with your children. As far as those live services, Wednesday nights will continue for a while, but Sundays, once church resumes on Sundays, will no longer be online. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to do both at the same time. But I sure am thankful for you, and our church misses you, and our church staff is thrilled that it's just so close to the point where we'll get to see your sweet smiling faces again. Well, if you have any questions, call the church office or text any of us, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. We love you, and we're thankful for you. Y'all have a great evening.